Eddie Murphy is still likable as Axel Foley. He's definitely not as fast or as energetic as he used to be, which they play that into the story and they address it in the film, where at his age he's still out on the street doing his busts, doing his usual detective undercover police work. So by them addressing it, it does work as a older portrayal of the character, and in that Eddie Murphy still has some charm to spare. There are some scenes where he just does his Axel Foleyisms, where he just barges into a room with bad guys and he just goes at them on a verbal tirade, and it's still, you just can't help but smile when Axel Foley is being Axel Foley, even if he is older. It was nice to see John Ashton back as Taggart after he was absent in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Judge Reinhold is in the film as Rosewood, but when it comes to Rosewood and Taggart, don't expect a lot of screen time from either of them, especially Rosewood. He's in there for about 5 minutes grand total. But with the screen time the characters have, it's nice to see them back. They're not teaming up with Axel, like it's not the three of them out in the city doing their thing like in the old days, because they're all old now. It's Axel Foley and Joseph Gordon-Levitt pretty much doing the lead investigation, and also Axel Foley's daughter. But there is a scene that die-hard Beverly Hills Cop fans are gonna really, really like. Speaking of Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Axel's daughter, they were pretty good in the film. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He fits into this franchise pretty well. He's always likable. And Axel Foley's daughter overall was good, but her almost constant daddy issues started to get irritating. It felt like every 2 minutes that she was on screen, she just had to say something to Axel about how he wasn't there for her, which I get it, they're estranged, there's history there, but it's like almost constant. And I was just like, can you push this aside for a second and concentrate on the case, you know, the case where your life is being threatened and you're in danger? Just focus on that for a second. As for the plot, the conspiracy, the bad guys, fine, it's functional. I mean, it's never really been that important in a Beverly Hills Cop film, because you go there to watch Axel Foley try to uncover what's going on and then shoot and fight the bad guys. There's a character in this film, and the split second that he is introduced, just by the way he was sitting and the way he was smiling, I was like, well, he's going to be the secret villain, the surprise villain. But about 10 minutes later, they just reveal straight away that he's a villain. They don't even try to hide it, so fair play. And you know how it goes. Axel's investigating, the police department doesn't want him investigating, they're trying to block him. Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets his badge taken off him, he's off the case, so they're going out on their own. And there's a part where Axel's daughter gets kidnapped, and seriously, when she sits down in the car, I literally, in my head went, okay, she's gonna get kidnapped by the bad guys in 3, 2, 1. Don't say anything, be quiet. So yeah, it's predictable as hell. But again, we go to these Beverly Hills Cop films to watch Eddie Murphy do his thing as Axel Foley. And again, even though he's older and not quite as quick as he used to be, he's still charming, he's still entertaining, and he carries this film at a decent pace and makes the film overall fairly entertaining. There's some pretty decent fan service to the original Beverly Hills Cop as well. There's that scene I was talking about earlier on. The opening credits also plays to The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey, like in the original film. There's also a chase scene that goes down to the Neutron Dance song by the Pointer Sisters, like the opening truck chase in the original Beverly Hills Cop. So I wasn't entertained out of my mind watching this film, but I wasn't bored out of my mind either, and I wasn't rolling my eyes at a bunch of cringy modern bullshit that they just have to put in modern versions of classic franchises nowadays. So in that, this is probably the best a modern day Beverly Hills Cop film was probably going to be.